What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind.
Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome everybody. Welcome to another stream here with Flightsim. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome. So, today we're gonna have an interesting exercise for us to do. The last time I flew an amphibious aircraft, that was, I believe, the Kodiak, I think. We took it out in Norway, Svalbard, and we were not able to land it in the water properly because of how water physics work in Microsoft Flight Sim. So today the whole point of the stream is to go check out how that is going to affect our water landing capabilities elsewhere in the world. Let's see if it's the same story in Croatia. I've got some custom scenery installed. This doesn't change the water physics by any means, but it does add a little seaport scenery here. Gives us some pontoons and stuff like that you can see in the scenery. So this is free for pickup from Flightsim.to. Obviously in the description you'll find the link to that scenery. Okay, pretty cool. Anyway, alrighty, so that is what is happening today. We're gonna fly this thing out here and get ourselves why is my okay, I think that's much better. Mr. Anderson himself, thanks for the stream. Well, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining into the chat here today, man. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. So yeah, if you want to pick up these free sceneries, and the free scenery includes quite a number of seaports. The scenery is not anything mind-blowing. It just adds a few artifacts, or rather a few objects onto the seaports. I guess it does help with the visuals a little bit. Okay, so that's all it does. We are at one of these seaports here in Croatia, and from here on out we're gonna visit some of the other seaports. At the moment we are at Primosten Seaport. This is towards the south end of Croatia, I believe. Yeah, This is the south end of Croatia. So yeah, we're at Primorsko Seaport, and from here we're gonna fly on to a couple of other seaports and see how the sceneries go. All of the seaports have been improved. The scenery has been improved by this add-on that I've installed. Let me show you guys a little nav map. Here we are at Primorsko Seaport. There you go. So from here, there's our apparent taxiway, and that will take us to our runway of sort right there, straight ahead of us. Obviously, the aircraft is not moored, and that's something that's an option that should come with amphibious aircrafts, in all honesty. From here on out, we got two other seaports right here next to us. We've got plenty of seaports along the way here on these islands as well. I don't think we're going to go that far north today, but we can check out a lot of places. There are also some down south here. There are seaports, so plenty of places for us to check out and scenery for us to enjoy. Alright, jumping into the aircraft and let's get started. Alrighty, we are flying the Caravan, Black Square Pro Caravan, and it's a fantastic aircraft, as you all know. I've covered it on the channel. It is a fantastic aircraft. Now I've got a custom livery installed from Flightsim.to. Looks lovely, doesn't it? Very nice grey livery that I've gotten installed. And in addition to that, I also have another mod installed from Flightsim.to. I should have probably put the links for the mod in the description, but it's easily available from Flightsim.to. It just makes the panel dark. So rather than our light colored, tan colored sort of beigeish panel, we've got a black panel and center console and all that stuff for Black Square Caravan Pro, which looks really nice in my opinion. I really like the dark panels, so that's why I installed that. But yeah, apart from that, lovely looking aircraft. Very nice dark panel up here as well, isn't it? Very lovely. Lovely looking interior cabin. Alrighty. Without further delay, we're going to get started here. Just one thing to remember, once we get our engine started, this is a seaplane, so it can't really, it's amphibious, and it can't really brake, can we? So we're gonna have to keep our propeller either in the beta range here. It's the only way to really brake it per se. Okay, with all of that being said, I think it's time for us to get started and get to flying, right? Okay, that is the cockpit view we are going with today, but all right. Let's pull up the tablet first before we get started. This is all fine, that's all fine. Let me turn this on. For some reason, my options don't get saved when I finish flying on this aircraft. That's a problem I have with the Black Square Caravan. My settings and configurations do not get saved between loading, between different loads, so I have to do this every time. That's kind of annoying. Okay, we've got all of that set. Payload, we're not worried about the payload today. It doesn't really matter. Obviously, none of these apply to us. Rudder lock is unlocked and good. Engine condition good. Battery looking good. Electric cabin is good temperature. Nothing to worry about. Failures, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Reset all the failures. I don't want any failures randomly popping up. Alrighty, there we go. Let's get rid of that control stuff there. Chocks appear right here. So yeah, water flying in MSFS is really buggy. You know, it's not suited for water flying. Firstly, the water physics is crap. Secondly, you've got stuff like chocks and all of this that really have no purpose, you know. Obviously, and there are no tie down options available for seaplanes, so they just keep drifting no matter where you are. So yeah, water flying isn't the best. I don't recommend spending money on amphibious aircraft in MSFS. That is one of the mistakes I've made now. With this particular aircraft, I bothered to buy the amphibious edition, which I should not have, but that's the reason why developers often bundle amphibious with cargo. So yeah. Alrighty. Given all of that, we can go ahead and get our engine started up. Battery on. Oh, sorry. Something I forgot here is that we need to put our fuel selectors to on first before we get our batteries going here. So let's go ahead and do that. Batteries going. You know what? Before I set the battery on, let me actually get my throttle set up. That's going to take me about 30 seconds. Alright, I'm back. Just had to set up the throttle there really quickly. Make sure it's all available to us. Alright, number 2. And let's turn that on. Let's go to fuel boost on. And then let's turn on avionics number 1. We'll leave the standby power on right away. We'll also start avionics number 2. Why not? Okie dokie. We've got... I'm gonna put condition lever up here. And our throttle, if we do this, I have a little bit of a problem with controlling the aircraft, so I'm gonna leave it somewhere here. Okay. Alright, good to go. Ignition on, please. And let's get starter going here. Technically, you can turn it on right now into low idle. Okay, there we go. That's good. And we can put our ignition off, starter off, and trip our generator there. Bring this back down to normal. And our engines are ready to go, everybody. I'm surprised we haven't started moving yet. Pretty sure we will if I do this, right? Oh no. Don't tell me reverser is on axis. Give me a second here. Options. Wait, how do I change that? There we go, we're already moving. If we go outside. Our reverser is on axis, so we're gonna have a bit of a problem here. Okay, that's okay. Just gonna put this away and we're just gonna take off, alright? We are just gonna take off here today. Hopefully I can. Let me put the inertial separators up here and running, because we do have FOD, right? Pretty much water. So we need to have the inertial separator ready for us. And let's get some lights here. If it'll even work. Yeah, it doesn't really make a difference. Okay. Let me try and turn our aircraft. Is that working? Well, barely. Look at that. We have a serious problem here. Let me see if I can lower the tail rudder, right? Wait, no, this is not the tail rudder, sorry. This is. I believe that is the tail rudder. There we go. That's the tail rudder. Let's see if we can do this. Reverse. Is reverse even doing anything? Oh my god, look at how terrible this is. The water physics is already screwing us up. Reverse thrust isn't doing anything. Well, that's the fastest I've ever answered a question on live stream. Can you do water flying properly? No, you cannot. This, by the way, is even a custom scenery. I've literally spawned into a place where there's good parking and we can't even do anything. What the heck? It's just ridiculous. Honestly, this is why water flying just doesn't work. It's stupid. It's extremely stupid. Okay. Let me just move our aircraft maybe somewhere here. Let's put it right here. There we go, that's much better. Now we can fly, right? Okay, we're on idle. Let's go for takeoff. Flaps down. Do we need any cabin conditioning for today? It's actually pretty hot, so might as well open. No, you know what? Never mind. Cool. Yeah, the AC is not going to work till we've got that going on, but I think we're okay. Condition target is 23. Why won't that work? Doesn't seem to be working for some reason. Alright. Okay. Just gonna leave these on. Let's go for takeoff, shall we? Let's see if we can actually take off properly. Condition too high. Thrust set pretty much. Let's try takeoff. 60 knots. Give it a bit more power there. And nice and easy rotate. RPM lower. Torque lower. And we're in the air, just like that. Okay. Let me see if I can give it off to the autopilot here. Autopilot is holding what needs to be held. 3000, we're going to arm that. Heading mode. So, yep, that's correct. We need to turn off to our right. That is right. And arm that, please. Yes, 400, that is correct. We are looking good. Flaps up. Okay, I'm new. Kind of forgotten this aircraft already. What the hell? Why is our cabin showing us red that we can't actually go down to that level right now? Why is that? Why is that? The AC is not working. Why is that? Oh lordy. Come on. Okay, it's already this thing isn't working properly, is it? You can, what the hell? It's not working properly for sure. Yep, it's not working. Something is genuinely wrong with it. I don't know why the cabin is giving us a red here. It effectively means the cabin is having difficulty reaching that temperature. How is that possible? So what? The AC is on. Compressor is working. It is cooling down. We can introduce cool air through this here, right? We can try that. That's not getting rid of this for some reason. We've literally reached 23 degrees and I don't know what this thing is all about. Now it's saying heat target is possible. What? Okay, whatever it says. Whatever it says. Okay, we seem to be doing well, just flying along here. Let's take a look at... Oh god. Excuse me for that. That was my shortcut for Reshade, but yeah, seem to be doing well here. As we fly along, our engine condition is all looking good. ITT is looking good. Fantastic. Yep. That is beautiful. Check that out. We need to turn ourselves off to the left. So we can fly to our destination, which is another seaport. The seaport of Vodice. Vodice or Vodice seaport. I don't know how you say it in Croatian. But we're heading on towards Vodice or Vodice seaport here. We'll try and make a nice water landing there if that's even possible. But let's see how that goes. Let's have a bit of a cinematic gander. Look at that. Looks fantastic. Okay, there's our altitude horn right there. Once we reach that altitude, we don't really need... As a matter of fact, we don't need to be at 3,000, do we? Can easily be at 2,300. That's good enough for us. We can cut the throttle. Well, this is a Caravan, so it doesn't have a lot of performance, right? So there isn't need to cut the throttle. We're not going to really overspeed much, so I hope it right, we have flattened out at 2,300 as commanded. Great, let's enjoy some views here. Well, to be honest, there isn't much to see on this side. It's all about that water landing, isn't it? Let's see just how well we can get that done today. Ah, there are some landmarks we can check out along this way, though. We will come back to it. Beautiful. This is lifetime live weather as far as I'm concerned. Yes, it is. Good. Look at that. Pretty chunky aircraft with a lot of drag. Okay, we're already reached our first seaport here. As a matter of fact, it is right here beneath us. I don't know if you can see the pontoons right there. So yep, that is where we're supposed to be. Okay, so we're supposed to be right here. So let's go into our aircraft, take manual control, and we shall see how we can fly this. Shall we try that? Let's go in for a landing. Okay. Okay, cutting throttle. By the way, I just realized we didn't do any of the lights. Unbelievable. We did not do any of the lights. Should have done them all on. What are these lights? I don't even know what these lights are, to be honest with you. Cabin, beacon, seatbelt, strobe, nav. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Alright. Let's turn around. Okay, don't worry about the altitude. Let's turn our lovely aircraft around so we can land into Vodice or Votis. Oh, Code Ace, hello there, man. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Alright, we're going in for a water landing once again. Just like we tried that day near Norway and it did not work. This time, hopefully, it works as we come into land into a nice little seaport. Let's see how it goes. Is this the same aircraft? I don't think so. I think the one I tried flying in Norway, yeah, it was definitely the Kodiak, the amphibian version of the Kodiak. Today we are flying the Black Square Caravan Pro, the amphibious edition, of course. So no, not the same aircraft. Different. Okay, let's bring our throttle down. Let's put our propeller RPMs up. Allow the speed to bleed off here. We need to drop gear for water landing.
Check gear. Check gear.
Yeah.
Check gear.
Flaps down.
Check gear.
Ooh.
Check gear.
Could it be an aircraft issue? I don't think so.
Check gear.
I will.
Check.
You know, just for the sake of testing what you just said, we can try and fly the exact same aircraft, or rather this aircraft into Norway, but I don't think so. We had issue right before we took off as well, so I think it's just MSFS. It is just a sim problem. Water flying in MSFS is generally quite terrible. The water physics are terrible. The options for the amphibious aircraft are terrible. It's just terrible. So let's see how this goes. We're running out of room here to make this landing. Let's see how it goes, huh? Let's see if I can stop this thing. Okay, come on. Oh my god, now we're bouncing. Alright. Oh lord, you see that? What the heck? This doesn't even make any sense. Oh, I made a mistake. Our water rudder was down for landing. That should not happen. Water rudder needs to be up for landing. We did not get that right. My bad, everybody. However, oh, yeah, water physics are just terrible in this freaking game, man. That wasn't a very gentle landing, though. We'll give it another shot in the next landing. That wasn't a very gentle landing by me. Let me use some reverse thrust here to slow down. There's our pontoon. There we go. Alrighty, check that out. Where is the pontoon where we're supposed to be parking at? I mean, look at this. I mean, even ground handling isn't good. In MSFS, you can't expect the water physics to be that much better, right? It kind of worked. It kind of worked for us. Although that landing wasn't the best on my part either, so we need to check out a better landing, see how the water responds to that. So there we go. You never slow down like this. What the heck? People who play any sort of realistic ship simulator should know that this is bogus. Wait, are we stuck on? What the heck? We're stuck. See, this is what I don't like about this foolish game. I highly doubt Sim Update 5 is going to improve that. Yeah, seaplane operations is a missed opportunity for MSFS. I agree 100% on that. I agree 100%. What the heck? I agree 100%. We can't even go near the pontoon. Forget parking near it. If we do, we just get stuck. This is such a stupid thing. Why? Look at that. We just get stuck. One of the problems is Sim Update 5 is not like one of the things you have to remember is that during these Sim updates, like things don't change drastically. It's just a bug improvement, you know. They don't add new, like entire water physics will never change. It will never change. I mean, we can always hope that I'm wrong on that, but look at this, like it's just impossible. We can't even go near the pontoon. Forget parking it, we can't even go near it. Look at what it's doing. It's just stupid. Yeah. The way how the terrain is just terrible. Look at this. There's no chance. I'm trying to back out of here with reverse. It'll probably work if I use the landing gear at this point. That's how bad it is. Anyway, let me see. Can we get out of here? Come on, get out of here. This is just stupid. This is utterly stupid. Let me just slew it back here. There we go. Okay, so we can't do anything about that. Let's just turn around, shall we? Let's try and turn around. Why is this the other way around? I don't get it. Something is wrong with my controls for sure. Let's turn our aircraft and take off and get out of here and move on to the next seaport. Maybe, hopefully things will be better there. Who knows? But we can't park ourselves here. See, it's not good. It's not good at all. Ignore the going underwater. That is ChasePlane. That is a ChasePlane thing. Okay, let's put our flaps down. Position there, and let's just head on out of here. Technically not on the runway, but who cares? It's all water, right? Okay. It's low airspeed there. Flaps up. Flaps up. Torque up. Propeller RPM down. Give it off to the autopilot holding. No, that's not good. No, that's not good. Let me try and... Okay, there we go. That's much better. Now we can arm that altitude. Press that altitude. VS up to 400. There you go. Slightly cut down on that throttle right there. Put our flaps up, which are already up. Water rudder can go up. Okay. There we are. Technically, we can close this up. We are flying along now. Hello there, Anas. How are you doing, man? How are you doing? We are flying along here. Nice and easy. Yeah, you have been off for a few days. Let's see what we're looking like in the aircraft. We're looking good. Everything is looking... Oh! Torque is a little high. I need to cut down on the torque there, but apart from that, we're okay. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful aircraft. It's just a shame with the water physics, isn't it? I mean, X-Plane has far better water physics. I mean, surprise, surprise, X-Plane has better physics, but X-Plane has far better water physics than this. So far on the poll, we've got 4 voters and we've got 50-50. All right. I am curious to see what Sim Update 5 will bring. Look at that. It's a beautiful aircraft, isn't it? Let's head back in here. If we turn to our heading, that is right off to the right, we'll actually be flying over another seaport. When is that update due? It should come in about a week at most. At most a week is what I've heard. But not more. Forgot that YouTube sometimes won't show comments with links. Highly recommend MSFS rowing and mooring add-on from the FS.to webpage. That is what I've been looking for. Thank you, Mr. Anderson. I thought about searching for something like that before the stream. Unfortunately, I didn't have the time to get that done. Thank you for that. MSFS rowing and mooring is exactly what I need. Thank you. Much appreciated. Okay, so there is another seaport right here. In here is Caprije or Caprije. I said that in a Spanish way, but I don't think this is Croatia, so I don't know how you say it, but Caprije Seaport, I believe that's what we're looking at right here, ladies and gentlemen. That is right here. We can go in for another landing if you want. You know what, why not? We'll try this landing as well. Let's see if this was any good, right? What is this? Oh, I see something curious here. What is this? Down for landing, up for water. What is this? I have no idea. I'm going to download that add-on as soon as I'm done with this. That should greatly improve flying, right? I don't know if you'll have to restart the sim or not. If I remember correctly, it just installs as a separate program and won't need to go in the community folder. You'll definitely have to restart your sim. You won't be able to install it whilst the sim is running. There are very few things you can do like that. Especially when installing, I'm pretty positive that you'll have to quit the stream to do that. So yeah, even if it's an independent installer, you still need to do that, unfortunately. So we'll only have that available. I'll make another amphibian stream where we try another part of the world with some other seaport sceneries, you know what I mean? Look at that. We can check that out. Can definitely check that out. These distances are much shorter than I anticipated, which is good. Which means we'll get to fit in a lot of landings and takeoffs, especially landings. We'll see how they go. Lovely. It's a shame too, this aircraft is modeled so well that you can immediately tell the difference between all the extra drag from the boat, from the floats. It's really cool. Very cool. Anyway, let's jump in the aircraft. Let's disconnect the autopilot. And let's go in for a little bit of a landing. A spot of landing, shall we? Cut down that throttle there. Turn ourselves in. Rather steep there, but that's okay. It's coming to land. Cut throttle fully. coming in. 2,000 feet. Still got some time, so let's just give it a bit more of torque there. Takes a while for torque to respond on this engine. There we go. 40% in favor of GA. The remaining 60 says airline flight for the next live stream. Interesting. Thought you guys enjoyed these GA flights. Well, clearly some people do, but airliner was winning at the moment. Interesting. Interesting. Well, if airliner is still winning at 1 hour mark into the live stream, then I will give you guys options, further options with further poll, with a further poll there, and you guys can pick some further options for our next live stream. So we got 20 more minutes to answer that poll there. Once the poll closes, the voting poll will close in 20 minutes. The poll will close in 20 minutes. After which, this is strange. Let's see where that pontoon is first, eh? Ah, there it is.
Gear is up for water landing.
We're good to go, ladies and gentlemen. We're good to go. 80 knots. Okay, I need to give it a bit of... I need to have some power available.
Check gear. Check gear. Check gear.
We're going for a water landing.
Gear. Gear is up for water landing. Check gear.
Okay, you need to be quiet.
Gear.
Thank you very much.
Check gear. Check.
It's because we pass over the terrain, I believe.
Gear is up for water landing.
Okay. Let's come in for this water landing now. 100 feet. Thank you, Anas. Cutting throttle. Okay. That was as smooth as it could have been, the touchdown. But look at how wobbly we are. Oh my god, look at that. That was as smooth a touchdown as I could have possibly done. It was right on the water runway too. It's weird, man. It's weird. What else can I say? Let's go find ourselves at the pontoon somehow, shall we? Let me lower the water rudder here. I'm on beta, right? Oh, there's a little bit of a malfunction there. Let me put this on low idle. Put the flaps up. There we go. Now let's park ourselves into that pontoon. The parking place is deep in there. So let's go find ourselves over there, shall we? Alrighty. Okay. That wasn't the worst experience I've had with water landings, right? What is wrong with the water here? What kind of foolish behavior is this? When on earth have you seen that? I don't know. At this point, I'm not going to ask such stupid questions. We already know it doesn't work. Great landing. Not sure why it does the porpoising. Yep. Maybe it has to do with the Asoba modeling of how the aircraft comes on step. It's probably something of the sort. It's probably the way how the water is modeled. Maybe it's also because of the way I handle the throttles, perhaps. But more than likely it's the way how the water is modeled. It doesn't really understand water. So we just moor ourselves in somewhere. We can doing some tie downs or whatever. Ideally, I mean, in theory we would, but look at how nice that view is, huh? Check that out. We'll find our little parking. It's a very good boat. Okay, let's head inside, look for it. I don't see it anywhere. Where are the pontoons where I'm supposed to park at? It's also very quick to slow down. Very unrealistic. Somewhere here is supposed to be the pontoon. I can see the objects there. Aha, there it is. There's the pontoon. In videos it looks like it should gently settle into the water when it slows enough. Yes. It's supposed to at first slowly, because as the weight gets taken off the wings, it's supposed to sit into the water, you know what I mean? But that doesn't happen here in MSFS. Okay, I think this time around we might just be able to do this. Oh, yeah. I don't want to get too close and get stuck on the land underneath, but I think we're able to do this. Okay, that's close enough. Passengers can swim a bit. There we are. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm gonna clap for myself because that was probably the most success I've had with seaplanes there when it comes to landing and taxiing and parking. But it's pretty cool that we're able to do this, isn't it? It's not easy to keep this thing in place, I can tell you that. Still wants to do its shenanigans. This is where you will throw a line and they will help you secure yourself towards that floating pontoon, but unfortunately we don't have that option by default in MSFS. I will definitely look at that add-on. Okay, nice. Very nice, right? Stop for a cup of coffee. Maybe there will be a little restaurant somewhere here. We can jump in and have a cup of coffee or something. But anyway. The Latte Cœur, yes. It's not Latte Cœur, it's Latte Cœur. How do you say it in French? Latte Cœur or whatever. That flying boat is supposed to be making a comeback in the sim. Would love to see more action by the ocean. Well, yes. It's a local legend, is it not? I've never even tried. I've tried it, but I've never actually taken a proper look at it. The flying boat, the Latte Cœur, Latte Cœur, I believe. But I hear people calling it Latte Cœur, which doesn't make any sense. But anyway, whatever. Let's get on out of this pontoon here, where we've managed to magically go into the pontoon. You see, that's a problem with the scenery. The pontoon should be solid because obviously we're going to use it sort of to brace our aircraft against, right? So that is not good. So I think this scenery gets that very wrong. They should not be something we can just ghost through, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's go ahead and give it some forward thrust here and get ourselves out. There we go. We've gotten ourselves out of here. Okay, let's head back into our cockpit. Put our flaps down for, you know what, for water landing I'm using this. Ooh, no, our engine condition. I landed with the inertial, the separator off. Oh my god, our engine condition is gonna suffer. There we go, 98%. Got FODs. Forgot about that. Forgot about engaging that when landing into water. Anyway, it's okay for now. Let's get on out of here, right? Only time where we can really take off from the taxi, it doesn't really matter. Although we'll wait to clear these mountains on either side, just to, not mountains, hills really, just so we have more of a gap. You know what I mean? So yeah. I really hope they fix something about this water, or at least some add-ons come about. By the way, I don't know if you guys heard of the Try Sim. Is that what it's called? Try Sim? The crash effects and the weather effects that they just released. I'm definitely gonna get my hands on it, and I'm gonna install it, and I'm gonna show you guys that stuff. I promise it's gonna be pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna install that stuff as soon as I can. I'm gonna get my hands on it. Should happen within the next 24 hours, hopefully. And we will do a nice little video on that. See how that goes for us, eh? Time for us to get on out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and give ourselves some power. There we go. Max RPM. Bit more power there. Heading set. Okay, right now it seems to be doing very well. 80 and up. We should have put the water rudder up. Again, I forgot to do that, my bad. Not used to amphibious flying. A little low on the torque. Let's reduce the torque, reduce RPM. And very nice and gentle, isn't it? There we go. Flaps up. Oh, sorry. Got lost in the view there. Flaps can go up fully. We are good. Let's give it off to the autopilot. Hopefully if it holds the roll there. Yeah, it's fine. Arm altitude, press altitude, VS up. Let's go. Ta-da! Yeah, we're on the edge with the torque here. I'll reduce that slightly so that temperature reduces. Why is the NG so high? Why is the NG so high? It's a little high there, but it's okay, I suppose. Oh, we're still in the green. Okay. Nice. Let's continue our flight. We're flying on out towards our next little waypoint there. Climbing on towards 2,300 feet. Pretty cool, everybody. Pretty cool. Yeah. Beautiful. I like it. Very modest VS, but we're doing well. There's a bit of ghosting there from DLSS. Still haven't sorted out my DLSS fully for this particular sim. We've got lots of artifacting and ghosting going on, but anyway. Check that out. Rex Atmos is running. And it's beautiful. It's magnificent. There's our landing gear. Pretty cool, man, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Look at that, one of my favorite views. The difference in texture between this aircraft and the Kodiak is, it's pretty significant. This one is much better than the Kodiak in terms of texture. Two similar aircraft, but very different modeling and textures as well. Although I must say the Kodiak has much better performance. That's because of the aircraft, obviously it's not the developer's problem, but still it has much better performance, so it's more fun and more forgiving on bush trips. Very lovely. We're now heading on towards Marina Pescara, which is the next place we're going to be landing at. Marina Pescara. These are all part of the same scenery package, by the way. But again, as we have discovered, the pontoon in the scenery is not done well. I'm going to be honest with you, if the pontoon is not done well, it kind of defeats the purpose. So, our next... Ooh, that's bright out there, huh? Almost hurts my eye, actually. Our next seaport is tucked away somewhere in these islands right there. So we're going to have to turn directly into the sun. Let's go towards our heading mode now. Just go this way. And take a look at where it is, and then we can come in, turn back around and land. What is the outside air temperature? It's perfectly fine. It's about 20, somewhere near 20 degrees, 18 degrees, 19 degrees. Okay, so let's find out where this new seaport is, and then we can go in and find ourselves a cozy little landing. I think it's somewhere right here. It should be somewhere between these islands. What a beautiful aircraft. Got some water splash. Look at that. Got some debris and water splash and all that going on. This aircraft does have that, and I find that pretty cool, to be honest. That's why we probably needed that inertial separation. But anyway. Pretty cool. Everybody, pretty cool. Water order is still down, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Put it back up. My bad, everybody. Right, so our yeah, it's right here. This is a seaport. There's the pontoon right there. We can already see it. Plenty. Oh, this one has more boats. It's more of a marina kind of thing. We need to... Oh, it is. It's literally called Marina Pescara. My bad. It's literally called Marina Pescara. We're going to go in and land and check this place out. I like seeing boats. I'm a huge fan of boats and ships and stuff. In fact, I've considered flying Ship Simulator as well. You know, there's a new one out. Pretty cool one. I don't know if I'll do that on this channel. Well, I'm definitely not considering starting something new until this channel's picked up, right? Alright, it's time for us to fly on in that direction for a bit. We'll come back in and land into this marina right here. The runway is technically here. So runway is in this direction right here. So we can come in and land in between these two islands and then turn to our left and dock ourselves next to these boats at the marina. That seems like pretty fun. That seems like pretty fun. What a beautiful aircraft this is. Oh yeah, look at that shot right there. There we go. Beautiful, isn't it? Alrighty, time for us to jump back into the cockpit here. Disconnect autopilot and cut down that throttle all the way. And that will begin a descend, and let's go ahead and turn our aircraft around. It's steep here today, but that's okay. We are perfectly in control. There we go, everybody. Back towards those islands. Right there. Give it a bit of power. Torque is yet to come to life. There it is. To slow the aircraft down a little bit. Yep, I do. Flap down. Flaps down further. Flaps down further. RPM to max. Everything else looking good. Ooh, we're dipping. That's too much. Okay, let's come in for another landing. We are apparently headed for this water runway. I'll keep my torque up slightly because there is a lag. I'll keep my torque ready to go so we have torque easily available should we need it. Wait, is our inertial separator, is it engaged? Yeah, it is engaged. I think it's engaged, I'm not sure. Well, we'll find out when we reach the ground, eh? Coming in. We have to land it between those two islands ahead of us. That is the technical landway, runway. I said landway.
For water landing.
Radar altimeter at 350 feet. That's fine. 300 feet. $200 feet. Okay, we need to flatten out that. Okie dokie. Can we land? Okay, that's as gentle as I can make it. Okay. And we are down. Very good. Very, very good. Let's put that rudder down there. Let's put our flaps back up. Let's put our throttle back in idle range out of... and we're going to turn left like we said we would. And I've got one more. I think I've got landing replay available for this as too, so we can check that out too. Okay, we're coming up on an hour and we are 50. Oh lordy. Okay. Oh, I've been misreading this poll, haven't I? GA 50%, airliner 17%, jet 33%. It's time to end this poll. Should I end this poll or leave it going? Should I end this poll or leave it going? GA has won. Pretty much, yeah, if GA has won, that means that we are going in MSFS. I do not do GA flights in X-Plane. So that means MSFS has won pretty much. So we're going to be doing MSFS in the next stream with GA. So should I put another poll so you guys can see what kind of GA aircraft would you like to see? But there isn't a lot in terms of options, is there? Yeah, my bad, guys. I thought it was just airliner and GA, and I thought airliner was winning, but I was wrong. After looking at the vote, GA 50%, airliner 17, and jet 33. So we're going with GA for our next live stream. I'll leave the vote open. Today I'll leave the vote open. That's what I'll do. I'll leave the vote open. I'll close it right before we finish the stream. Okay, very nice. It was really lovely, very enjoyable landing there. Really fun. Let's go and see if we can park ourselves on that pontoon there. Can't really see it. It's so bright. Okay, I think I see it. Okay, well, there it is. Is that it? Can't really tell. It's very difficult to tell. Well, the sun is making it impossible. Where is the pontoon? Okay, let me try not to get carried away here and smack into one of the boats. Okay. The pontoon should show up on the other side of this. If it doesn't, I have misjudged it completely. Yeah, I've misjudged it completely. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is, everybody. But apparently it's right here. Apparently I'm supposed to put our aircraft right here. Is that what it says? What does it say? Adriatic Croatia International Club. Okay. Okay. Is this where we're supposed to be? Apparently so, huh? Alright. Yep, I think that's good enough, right? I think that's done the trick. Yeah, there we go. Very nice. Once again, we've done a great job on this one. We have done a great job on this one. Let's go ahead and check SkyDolly before things get out of control here. Okay, SkyDolly. Let's see if SkyDolly works. Okay, it does work. Let's find out how that landing goes, huh? Okay, let's see how well SkyDolly does when it comes to water landings. Let's find out, everybody. Okay, we shall try this one. Yeah, let's go ahead and try this landing replay. Let's try this view first. The jittering is caused by SkyDolly replay. Okay. In the replay mode, the rudder doesn't go back up, but that's okay. Alright, that's not too terrible, is it? Mr. Anderson, we kind of see that thing where the aircraft does sit into the water, right? It does kind of happen. It does kind of happen, doesn't it? Let me check it from this view for a second. Obviously, we'll have other views as well, but let's check it from this view. Let's check it from this view. Oh my word, that was nice and smooth as could be. Yeah, that was great. Lovely landing right there, ladies and gentlemen. It's pretty cool. Got the wheels spinning as well. Alrighty, let's go ahead and enjoy that landing from a couple of other views. Shall we do that? Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Very nice. Very nice. Would you look at that? Let's take a look at that one more time. From here. Oh yeah. That is satisfaction. That is satisfaction. Very, very nice. Beautiful stuff. I like it. I like it. Let's go ahead and take a look at another landing replay. Okay. Take a look at cabin views as well after this. Yeah. Yeah, that is exactly what I'm talking about. That's probably one of the best landings I've ever done. Water and land. Particularly nice. Very nice. Let's go ahead and check this out one more time, perhaps from this view or this view. Oh, we have to check out this view. So a few more replays, guys, and then we can call it. Oh my word, that is good stuff. That is good stuff. Very nice. One more time from the other side. Alrighty, the poll is pretty much concluded here, I believe. Okay, the poll is pretty much concluded here. Now I'm going to end it here with the poll. We've got GA as the winner with 50% of you preferring GA. That is 3 votes. Jet 33% and airliner 17%. Okay. In that case, GA it is for the next live stream. Let's go ahead and fast forward, go back into where we left our aircraft. So GA it is, huh? Very well. And in the next live stream, we'll see what we can do after that. All right. There we go. We're going to close that up. Come back in here. There we go, everybody. Battery hot. Okay, that's because of landing replay. Don't mind that. Okay, we have to shut it down somehow, right? So we need to shut this aircraft down somehow. So to do that, we're going to come in and shut off our engines. There we go. Engines shut off. Let's turn this off. And can just turn all of this off. It doesn't matter. We can put off our lights here, all of them. I'm just gonna do all of them right now. I know that's not exactly how I should, but for today that's exactly what I'm doing. Inert, I'm going to go in and lock it. Yep, that's good. There we go. 98% because of the water. We forgot to use the inertial separator at one point, that's why. But that's okay, I'm not complaining. Fuel boost off. That one can be tripped. This one can go to off. Ladies and gentlemen, we can put that for the controls right there. And with that, we can actually go ahead and turn off our batteries. Put that back on. Let's go to our options here. We need to moor this. Look at that. We're just drifting off. If we put the chocks, will we stop from drifting off? We can't even use the chocks. Hey, that's funny. That is funny. We're literally drifting off. Wheel chocks. We can't do that. Pitot covers, engine covers, and all that stuff. All the covers are on. Ladies and gentlemen, we have drifted off. But ignoring that, let's see. Can I put it back into position? Yeah, I can. I can put it back into position. Oh, no. Right there, we'll turn our aircraft around. Put it a bit forward. Bring it to the side. There we go. And we'll leave it right there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Okie dokie. Hope you guys had fun on that little live stream. Ignore the fact that we are now gently floating away with the currents, because I cannot do anything about it. Yeah, we're gonna slam into those boats or something like that. Ignore the fact that I can't do anything about this. I will definitely have to get that mooring add-on that Mr. Anderson himself has suggested. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that live stream. That was pretty fun. That is the best seaplane live stream I've managed to pull off yet. We had at least a number of decent landings with a good landing to end it. So yeah, thank you very much everybody who tuned in. Mr. Anderson himself, thank you for that excellent suggestion for that add-on, which I'm going to be definitely taking a look at. Rowing and mooring. Anas, thank you very much for tuning in once again. Codays, thank you very much for tuning in. And Codays, I haven't forgotten. Still working on that Patreon, but it will be out definitely before the end of this week for sure. So I'm going to get that sorted as well. All right, Mr. Anderson, thank you very much. See you in the next one, man. Much appreciated. Hope you have a great day. Hope everybody has a great day. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all of that good stuff that people tell you to do on YouTube. It helps out the channel, keeps me motivated. Once again, thank you so much, guys, for being here. I shall catch you guys in the next live stream, and until then, have a good day. Bye-bye.